Welcome to the shit show, punk bitches.
Don't go to fucking school. If you get inspired by Rudy, you're a fucking loser. Any grown adult on TikTok should be registered as a sex offender. I'm political poison. Nobody running for office wants to touch me except maybe Joe Biden. Sex would probably be really annoying if they had to stop to bitch about how entitled millennials are. It's time to get rid of the boomers. You should gas up your meth-addicted cousin Shane the same way you support Lizzo.
Hello, friends. Welcome. This is Deepish Thoughts. I'm Caleb Salvatore, your host. I have another show. It's called Bread and Circuses. This definitely isn't that. I just wanted to make a show where I could scream about the things that I normally yell about in the shower, but, at least try to monetize it a little bit. So I figured that would be more productive than just terrifying my dog in the living room and yelling about whatever's on my mind. So we're giving it a whirl. There's not really a rhyme or reason to this show. There's no political agenda to it. We're just gonna kind of fucking wing it, and we're gonna see where it goes from there. A little bit about me. I'm a stand-up comic here in Omaha. I have another show, like I said, called Bread and Circuses by Big Bill Media. This show is sponsored by Drunk and Disorderly Media. So go and check them out. This will be posted to their channel and everything. Big shout outs to them, my homies over there. So I guess we'll just kind of like swing into it. I don't really know where to start. I'm not used to playing with myself. We'll put it that way. So I mean, like I said, I guess we'll just kind of just dive into it. I was at a bar on Sunday. This is Super Bowl Sunday week, post Super Bowl Sunday week. And I was watching, I went with a buddy reluctantly. I really didn't want to watch the game. I wasn't looking forward to it. I hate the fucking Chiefs. I had no desire to watch it. The Patriots, my team, haven't been in the Super Bowl the Super Bowl hasn't not had the Patriots in it since I wasn't old enough to buy a beer. That's how long it's been. I didn't know what to do or how to do it. So we went and we watched. And more than anything, I did a lot of people watching. Okay, so I watched, my friend and I both. There were these people in front of us, and it was the oddest trio I think I'd ever seen. It was this older guy. I assume that was the dad. The son, who was shit-faced off his ass with a Bernie Sanders shirt on. And then halfway through the game, this semi-hot Asian girl joined them. So we had picked it apart, right? So we had the dad and the son. That's the girlfriend of like 2 months, who's slowly starting to regret her life decisions and why she's here right now. So basically what we could get, and she had that Asian chick accent, the Americanized third generation Asian chick accent, where it kind of sounds like a Valley girl and it's very polite and you're like oddly turned on by it. So that kind of accent. And you could tell because she was super put together and her boyfriend was a fucking mess, right? So you could just tell where she was at in life. She'd gotten out of a long distance relationship 4 or 5 months ago. Now she's dating a scumbag to try and show that other guy up. I don't know. That was just the vibe I got from it. And just as the game went on, these people were so excited. And I get it. It's exciting to have your team win. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe I don't understand because, as I said, I'm a Patriots fan. Like when our team wins the Super Bowl, we have a luncheon. We don't even take work off anymore. We just go to we go to the luncheon for an hour and a half, maybe an extended at lunch, 2 hours, give or take. And then we just go home. Maybe that's why I don't get the excitement, but like I'm more upset when my team wins the Super Bowl because that means I got to spend another $100 updating my merchant or updating my memorabilia. So maybe that's why I'm upset. I don't know. But I got to realizing this was the greatest moment of a lot of these people's lives. And that's not an exaggeration. These people, like, do I get upset if my team loses? Yeah, but I'm over it in about an hour. Probably less. Does it suck? Sure. But, like, it's not going to ruin my day. Is it great when they win? Yeah, but, again, that high is gone probably quicker than the low. So it's like, but make no mistake, this was truly the greatest day of these people's lives. You know, I saw people posting on Facebook, this is the best day of my life. This guy's married with a wife and 2 children. Granted, I don't blame him, because who the fuck would want to have children? So, like, I can understand why this would be better than the day you took on a ton of debt. But I just don't. It was, and they're dancing and they're celebrating because they have so little going on for them. There's just nothing for them to get excited about, that they have to actually, a lot of them probably ruin their lives, right? A lot of them got fucked up, drove home, you know, killed a family of 4 in a car accident. A lot of them did. So it's no surprise to me, but, and it was the greatest day of their lives. And I don't know if that's more sad or comical. I've learned as a comic that you have to be able to laugh at the sad things. So, but they were so fired up. They were so pumped up. And like I said earlier, I get it, but have a little fucking humility. They're not going to get over this for years. This is what defines them as a human being, right? I just introduced myself to a new show, probably a relatively new audience, right? Saying, hi, I'm Caleb Salvatore. I'm a stand-up comic. I have this show. That's my identity. Things I've actually accomplished. These people's identity is something they watched. That would be like if I introduced myself to you guys. I was like, I'm Caleb Salvatore. I read the New York Times. Who fucking cares? That's what makes them tick, is something completely out of their realm of control. And I understand comedy, if I make it or not totally within my control, but at least I can do something about it. I can go up and try to not suck. These people, all they have to live for is this game. And I like football. I'm not, oh, bread and circuses, good. You enjoy that sheep? I'm not like that. But there's way more to life. It's just not real life. You know? Like that guy. That's going to be the best moment of his life, because his life probably won't last much longer. Okay, that girl's going to wake up one day, say, what the fuck am I doing? Dating a 32-year-old man, living in his dad's basement, drunk every other day. And that guy's going to end up sucking on a gun in his Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl championship t-shirt. And that'll have been the best moment of his life when they won that Super Bowl. That'll be it. He's got nothing else going for him. Just nothing. Nothing. He's inspired. He lives for something he can't control. Like, at least if you're an alcoholic or a drug addict, you can control when and where, for the most part, you get those drugs. He can't do that. The single most important moment of his life was something he can't control, and it'll always be like that. These are people that are stuck. These are people that they go on YouTube and they spend hours watching motivational speakers, who I won't name. And instead of actually doing these things, they sit there and they watch people who have done nothing, but they're just good. They're not even good salesmen. They failed at that, because if they were good salesmen, they'd be doing that. There are people who have figured out they can inspire you and make a fuck ton of money off you. They sit there and watch these people, and they think to themselves that they can do that too. If you can believe, you can achieve. No, you fucking can't. That's the thing, man. Most people just aren't cut out to do that, and that's okay. And we tell people, we tell kids, and I think you want to know why depression is so high and why suicide and drug rates just keep going up, or drug abuse rates, because we have told an entire generation that they can be whatever the fuck they want. And that's a positive thing, and it's kind of true, right? We've told everyone that they can be a famous musician or athlete or actor or president, and they build these dreams up, but nobody out there tells them, hey, man, there's a 99.9% chance you can't do, you're not going to do it. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. Go out. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to shit on people who have, you know, it's like, you know what? I just want to chill. I want to start a family, work a 9 to 5 and enjoy the weekend. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how like 99% of the population was built to tick. Some of us get bored. I'm here at 9 o'clock scaring the shit out of my dog, screaming into a microphone because I have some sort of ADHD and manic depressive disorder that the doctors can't seem to figure out what's wrong with me. So I have to do these things to occupy my time. So I in a weird way, I envy those boring people, right? Even if I don't succeed at this, that's fine. But I've come to terms with the fact that I might not, that I probably won't succeed at this, but I've gotten a hell of a lot farther than a lot of people ever will. But that's the problem, is we tell all these kids, hey, if you want to own a Fortune 500 company, you can own that Fortune 500 company. But the problem is there's only 500 of those fucking companies. Last time I checked, there weren't 500 kids in the U.S. Too bad that isn't the truth. That isn't a real statistic that there's 500 kids in the U.S. because the Applebee's restaurants would be a lot less annoying. Okay, so we build these people up, and I'm not trying to sound boomer about the participation trophies or whatever. That's not the road we're going to go down. But we've built so many people up for so long, telling them that they can do whatever they want, and they're going to succeed at it. You know, we don't, for every, you know, Tim Dillon who says, hey, you probably won't do that, there's 10 Gary Vaynerchuks, and I mean, he's the first one that comes to mind. There's plenty of motivational speakers out there, but there's 10 of them. You know, that's the thing, man. If you want to be a wealthy CEO, you just have that tick. You just have it. You don't get inspired from watching fucking YouTube. You know, Steve Jobs didn't sit there and, you know, he was wondering, should I build the iPhone or should I build the iMac, or should I go to a 4-year college? And then he watched a YouTube video and revolutionized the way we see computers. That's not what happened at all. He had the tick. If you have the tick, you don't need a YouTube video to push you over. If you need a YouTube video to push you over, it's not going to last long because you don't have that tick. And that's okay. Like, my issue is with people like that they watch these and then they get inspired by bullshit movies like Rudy. We and that's the problem with our society, is we glorify losers. Okay? They glorify losers. They glorify Rudy. Rudy, let me tell you about Rudy. Rudy was a walk-on at Notre Dame. He went to a Catholic school, probably got molested a couple times. They didn't throw that part in there. That's in the Joe Paterno HBO documentary, if you want to watch that. So Rudy was a walk-on defensive lineman, or I don't even fucking remember, because he's a mole on the ass of history, right? He's a shit stain, you know, in the toilet bowl of history. So not even world history, just sports history. He's that irrelevant, right? They made a movie about him. He got to play like 5 games. If you're inspired by somebody who plays 5 games, or excuse me, not 5 games, 5 plays. If you're inspired by somebody who plays 5 plays, you're a fucking loser. I don't want to be inspired by somebody who does nothing and then gets to go in and garbage time up by 31 points. And feel like they've accomplished something. If that person doesn't inspire me at all, the person who crushes that person inspires me. You hear, I said I'm a Patriots fan, and how many great up and coming dynasties and young quarterbacks did Tom Brady just decimate to the point they were never the same? That inspires me. Empires inspire me. I'm not inspired by somebody who doesn't do anything. You know. I'm not inspired by somebody who works at, that's the equivalent of either looking up to a CEO of a Fortune 500 company or the cashier at Quick Trip, you know? And that's the thing. That's what leads me back to this full circle to these Kansas City fans that had nothing better to do. Like that this was their life. They'll remember this. They're gonna, they're 15 years from now, they'll have their first kids or second kids or whatever, and they'll refuse to move that picture of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade that they took there while they were half wasted or while they were half baked, fucking cocked at 11 o'clock in the morning because they're alcoholics with nothing going for them. And I don't use the phrase alcoholic loosely. I know what an alcoholic is. That's a common misconception. Most of you listening to this probably think when you hear alcoholic, the overused generalization, and to be quite frank, misused generalization of the phrase. I stayed out all night and got drunk and I had to call in sick to work today. I'm such an alcoholic. No, you're not an alcoholic. An alcoholic is someone who says, I got really drunk at 7 a.m. today and I still went to work anyway. That's an alcoholic, and that's the majority of these people, because parade or no parade, they were going to get fucked up. They weren't planning on going to work. That's all there is to it. So it really is, though. We're circling back to it. It's such a meaningless existence to watch these people. It's sad but funny. This guy got up wasted. I didn't say a fucking word the whole game, right? This guy got up wasted because I was wearing a Patriot shirt. Starts dancing suggestively in my face. His girlfriend's there. Girlfriend who you can tell by body language. They weren't dating for 3-4 months. Gets up, starts making like humping motions towards me. We're in a fucking sports bar, by the way. Not a strip club, not a dance club. Making sexual dances toward my face, like air humping me from about 5 feet away. And I let him do it. Not because I enjoyed it. Believe me, not because I enjoyed it. I let him do it because this is his moment. This is all he's ever going to have. This is it. If the alcoholism doesn't kill him, or he doesn't go to jail for DUI, for massacring that family, he's going to end up shooting himself when this girl comes to her senses and leaves him. That's his moment. I let him have it because I'm a nice person. And I was packing heat, and if he came any closer, it would, and tried to assault me, it would probably end poorly for him. But that's not the point. The point was even if I wasn't and I was pissed off, I would have gotten his face. But I didn't. I let him have it. This was his moment. This is all he'll ever get. This guy looks up to Patrick Mahomes, who, if he saw you begging for money on the street, wouldn't even look at you. And I don't fucking blame him for that. Patrick Mahomes doesn't give a shit about you. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, anybody in the NFL, really. They do those. They're such great guys. No, they're not. They're not. Yeah, some of them give to charities and do, work for the community. If there wasn't a camera in their face, they wouldn't fucking do that. They wouldn't. What's that? Mahomes was fucking. There was that little girl with cancer that Mahomes was volunteering and mentoring, and she died. Well, you know what, buddy? If you were a good quarterback, she probably would have lived. Okay, Tom Brady would have led her to victory over that cancer. Guaranteed. And that's how I get canceled, by saying that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Ari Shafir me. I don't have a career to kill, bitch. What are you going to do? I'm on a fucking network that encourages free speech. You think they give a fuck? No. You think our sponsors give a fuck? Fuck no, they don't. You know why? Because I'm one of our sponsors. We don't give a fuck. Speaking of me being a sponsor, I have a show on February 29th. It's called the Leap Day Comedy Showcase. It's going to be fucking great. There's going to be hella people out there. These are people that you pay a decent amount of money to see anywhere else. So it's going to be a treat for you guys. I'm going to be competing in it. That's where you should come out and vote for me. I try to be more high energy on stage and not as depressing as I am right now, but the dark shit comes out. Somebody's got to point out to these people that they're fucking losers. And there's just a solid chance, better than a solid chance, a fantastic chance that you're not going to achieve your dream. That's okay. Not everyone's built to do it. I don't even know if I'm built to do it. Guess we'll find out. Either way, I'm certainly not going to dance suggestively in strangers' faces in front of my significant other. You know, if my team wins the Super Bowl, mainly because I've been there a bunch of times, they always win. I'm not concerned about that. And that's another thing. You people that hop on the bandwagon, we got these people that are fucking, you're Chiefs fans now? No, you're not. You weren't a Chiefs fan 3 months ago. You weren't a Chiefs fan 3 weeks ago. Now you're the biggest Chiefs fan in the world. It doesn't work that way. It's a personality flaw. It truly is. And, you know, you're overreacting. It's not just about football. You bouncing around sports teams is a symptom of a problem. I don't give a fuck who your favorite team is, okay? I'd prefer you don't like my team, because then I won't have to be associated with you. But it's not about what football team what football team you root for. That's a symptom, not a problem, okay? So people bounce around to whoever's good. I'd love to see the study of these people that bounce around to whatever team is good and see just how long their personal relationships last compared to people who don't, people who stick with one team. Maybe there's no correlation. I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist. But all I can say is if you have a habit of abandoning something, whether it's a team, a job, a person, whatever, as soon as things get tough, that's very telling about your personality. And jumping to someone that's already doing good, riding their coattails, that's very telling about your personality. And it's something you as an individual should look at. Now I sound like these fucking guys on YouTube, but no, because I'm not telling you you're going to go out and do all this great shit, because you probably aren't. If you're bouncing around football teams, your life is probably already kind of miserable. So I'm not going to tell you you're going to go out and do something great, because there's a 100% chance you're not. If it's that serious to you that you need to bounce around teams, get the fuck out. You know, I knew these guys, they're typical bandwagoners about everything. I mean, everything. They're eating the goddamn Impossible Whopper, right? Their favorite teams are Duke basketball, the Kansas City Chiefs, the New York Yankees, I believe the Toronto Maple Leafs, Alabama college football, just Golden State Warriors, everyone, not anymore because they suck. Everyone who is good was their favorite team, but it didn't stop at sports. Okay. These guys blew my Facebook timeline up. I had to mute them with shit about how great Bernie was, right? About how great of a presidential candidate Bernie was back in 2016 when he was way ahead in the polls of everybody. And then as soon as he lost, it was all about Hillary. And then when Hillary lost, I checked their profile the next day. I shit you not. Everything they had been posting for the last 3 hours was Make America Great Again. That is the ultimate personality flaw. I'm going to ride whoever's successful's coattails. Here's my thing. I've already said there's a better chance I fail doing comedy than that I succeed. I've come to terms with that. I have no problems with that. I have no qualms with it. Oh, okay. I have a problem with it, but I don't have a problem with the logic of it. I would rather fail alone than ride someone else's coattails. I would rather stick with one shitty team. And I'm a Celtics fan. I went through tons of shitty years. I would rather and a Nebraska fan. I would rather stick with one shitty team and ride it out until they get good. You know? Because that's the personality flaw. Oh, my team went 8-8. I better hop on the Kansas City Chiefs bandwagon. Well, I got in a fight with my girlfriend. Oh, that girl from the bar wants to hook up. I'm going to go do that. It's a personality flaw. And that's coming from me, the guy that gets labeled a fucking misogynist every other week. I'm not a goddamn misogynist. I actually have a girlfriend. Derek Pavelka told me the other day, or today, actually, tonight, at an open mic. We were hanging out, and he had to cut a joke about domestic violence. I ran one by him. I was like, did audiences not like that when you did it? And he said, no, not at all. You shouldn't do that because you look like a guy who actually hits women. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What does a guy who hits women look like besides Floyd Mayweather? I don't know. We got to be careful with the jokes, though. Everyone's looking for a reason to cancel somebody. What do you think? Like, when goes through someone's head when they call an employer? I don't get that. Why does somebody? What goes through you over a joke, right? Like over a stand-up comic or a joke on Facebook, which is why you should never put your employer on your Facebook. Never. Delete your fucking LinkedIn. It's not, nobody checks that shit anymore. Get rid of it. That's all people do. Oh, your comment offended me. I don't give a fuck. What is there a sense of pleasure when you take away someone's livelihood? I don't get it. I don't understand the logic of it. Why? What do you stand to gain from that? It's beyond me. I don't know. I really trailed off here because I was thinking about the Kobe thing and Ari Shaffir. It's just got me fired up. Ari, it wasn't a funny joke, but it was an attempt at a joke. Anyone who knows Ari knows that. It didn't resonate, and he probably found the worst possible time to do it. But I mean, that's what he fucking does, you know? Kobe Bryant wouldn't have given a shit about Ari Shaffir making jokes about him while he was alive. He doesn't give a shit about it now. Do you know why Kobe Bryant's successful and you're not? And you have to get offended on his behalf? Because Kobe Bryant didn't get offended about a mid-level comedian making jokes about him, and you do. He didn't give a fuck. He tuned that out. He was able to, you know what? Some guy's going to make jokes about me raping a woman in Denver. It is what it is. That's life, you know? I put myself in the media. I put myself out there. People are going to make fun of me. That's how it works. He didn't get offended by it. He didn't give a fuck. It might have stung a little bit when people made fun of him. I don't know. I don't know the guy. But he was able to tune it out. You aren't. And that's why you're a fucking failure. The fact that you need to get online and fucking attack somebody and try to end their career, take food out of their children's mouths, and that's where it's really fucked up. Take food out of their children's mouths because you got offended on someone else's behalf. Like, I have my joke where I talk about giving my epileptic girlfriend a seizure by flashing my phone light. I had a woman get up and walk out because she was offended on her behalf for that. I'm like, first off, that wouldn't actually work. That wouldn't actually give her a seizure. I even asked her, I'm like, would that give you a seizure? She goes, no, it's not how it fucking works. Stop getting offended on people's behalf. You know who laughed the hardest at that? The woman in the second row with epilepsy who came up to me after the show and said, thanks for humanizing me. Thanks for putting me on a level playing field with everyone else. I'm not saying we should cheer when people die like Ari pretended to do with Kobe. I'm saying you should stop fucking worrying about what other people on Twitter do. Until then, you're going to work at the Quick Shop for $10.50 an hour. You're going to live with your parents or 6 roommates who are all also on heroin. And you're going to aspire to one day work at Walmart. That's it. You can either get butthurt on people's behalf, or you can actually try to make something of your worthless lives. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, though. So this is the first half of the show. Coming up in the second half, we have got a friend of mine, an interview, the first ever interview on Deepish Thoughts. She's got a premium Snapchat account. The only difference between where she's at in life, where she's at with what she's doing and where I'm at in comedy is she won't meet up with a stranger and suck his dick to advance her career. And that's basically the only difference. Everything else, I mean, we're selling ourselves for money. So what can I say? Yeah, this next guest, it'll be an interesting one. I don't know if anyone's ever done it before. What I'm about to do is going to be groundbreaking shit. Interview with a porn star. Not a porn star. It's not. I said that wrong. She's not a porn star. She's got a premium Snapchat account, and I think that's hella more interesting because we're going to hear about all the creepy guys and this why she does it, how much money she makes. Way more money than I make doing comedy. I guarantee that, and that ain't even her full-time job. That's what's scary about it. So make sure you tune in for the second half of the show. Give a shout out to our sponsors. I'm Caleb Salvatore. Peace out, punk bitches. Before we get into the second half of our show, let's do a little shout out to our sponsors. Have you ever tried CBD or hemp buds? Well, boy, have we got a deal for you. NorthSpokaneCBD.com. Use the code word DRUNK. That's DRUNK. That's what most of you do in your free time because you don't have anything else going. Code word DRUNK at NorthSpokaneCBD.com. There's none of that additives, no nasty shit you're going to get here. You're really going to like it. My parents both had back problems, right? Growing up. They always had problems with their backs. This didn't exist. They had to turn to, well, it did exist. It was illegal, though. They had to turn to what Western medicine had to offer at the time, which was alcohol and painkillers. The two of those together can cause this little thing called liver bleeding, right? Now, thankfully, my parents are okay. They turned out okay. Their children, the jury's still out. Maybe if they would have used CBD instead of the other shit, their kid wouldn't have grown up to become a failing stand-up comic, but I digress. So, make sure you log on to NorthSpokaneCBD.com. Make sure you use the code word DRUNK. If you don't use the code word, we don't make any fucking money. Do you like what we do here at this show? Do you like what this channel does? Do you like what this media company does? Do you like the content you're seeing? If you do, and you want it to continue, go there and use the fucking promo code. I don't know how else to specify it. If you don't use the promo code, we don't get recognized for it. There's no way to track, you being referred to it by us, and you don't get the discount. You don't get the discount. There's no way to track you being directed there by us to go buy it unless you use the fucking promo code. Just use it. You can't get high off CBD. So don't use that excuse. Oh, I'm sober. I don't give a fuck. You're not sober if you're taking pain pills for your back. There's no THC in this shit. There's no additive. There's no psychedelic properties. It can't get you high. Nothing in it can. So don't give me that excuse. If you're sober and you're just taking ibuprofen, that's different. But if I'm sober, I can't take any mind-altering substances. Here's 7 Oxycontin for my back. Don't give me that shit. Take CBD. It's natural and won't fucking kill you. We have an opioid crisis. You know why we have an opioid crisis? Because people like you don't go to North Spokane CBD and use the code word DRUNK. You'd rather just get fucked up on Percocets and Oxycontin and Valium and you name it. And spend a fuck ton of money driving insurance rates up and going to get CBD from North Spokane CBD with the code word DRUNK. That's why we have an opiate crisis right now, because of people like you who don't go to that website, which is NorthSpokaneCBD.com. Go get it. Stop contributing to your children's drug addictions. Do you want it to be Judge Dredd in 50 years? No? Then go to North Spokane CBD and use the promo code DRUNK. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. It's not too much. I'm saying stop contributing to the downfall of society and go out and use the promo code DRUNK for North Spokane CBD.
We all win. Your back feels better, your pain, whatever, your stress, your anxiety. Fuck, I've even heard the shit treats erectile dysfunction. I don't fucking know. I ain't no witch doctor. That's what I've heard. I know a good portion of you listening could really use something to treat your ED. Put on a, it treats. I used it for my anxiety. I had ice pick headaches in the sides of my head for months from just stress. So I was so stressed. I have horrible. I'm a hypochondriac, right? Like diagnosed, went to the doctor. I get ice pick headaches. Just feels like someone's stabbing me in the sides of my head. I started doing CBD. I stopped having them within less than a month. I could have gone to the doctor and got hooked up on some shit that would make it so I couldn't get hard or whatever. I could have done that, but I didn't. I went and did some CBD. And you know what happened? They went away. So you can keep contributing to the opiate crisis, or you can be like me. And you go to North Spokane CBD with music, promo code DRUNK, and get the discount on your purchase. And you can start feeling better, mentally and physically. That's what you need to do. If you don't do it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Because you're just contributing to a bigger problem with yourself and with society. So make sure you go out, use the promo code DRUNK. That's D as in dumbass, R, U, N as in new, K as in a racially motivated hate group, which we do not endorse. We despise them. At North Spokane CBD. And it's Spokane, not Spokane. I got corrected on that very strongly a couple weeks ago. I guess I can see it. I wouldn't want to have my city rhyme with cocaine if I were them. That makes sense. So make sure you go there, get that, make yourself a better person. All right, motherfuckers. Peace out. All right, this is advertisement number 2, and then I promise we'll get into my interview with the e-girl. What the fuck are you doing with your life? You're not doing fun things. You're not going out. You're not hanging out with people. Well, I've got something for you to do, okay? Because chances are, if you're listening to this show, you don't have much going on for a social life. That's okay. We're here to fix that. I enjoy your lack of a life. It gives me purpose. It gives me something to do. I can get up on stage and act like a clown, or I can get in front of a camera and act like a clown. You can sit here and you can listen to me scream. That's what I enjoy. I like it when people sit here and listen to me scream. The neighbors in the apartment above me, they get a free unedited pass to hear this show being made. Aren't you envious of them? Well, let me tell you, March 14th, at an undisclosed location, we're this close to getting the deal done. Mr. Z and I, fellow comedian here in Omaha, will be putting together the most stacked comedy festival lineup you have ever seen in your miserable fucking lives. It's called Pie Fest. I don't know how to stress it enough. You need to start getting out more. You need to start doing things, being active, socializing, meeting friends, meeting women, men, whatever you're into. I don't give a fuck. You just need to go out and start doing things. Get off the computer. Stop playing games and trolling Reddit. Find something to do. And I've got something for you to do. The Pie Fest, March 14th, 2020. It's going to be fucking lit. The last time we did a show, like a week ago, we packed the fucking venue. There was standing room only if you wanted to stand on someone's fucking shoulders. Don't bring your kids. I don't like kids. Bring yourselves. Bring your money. Come for a good time. Meet a fucking friend. You can come say hi to me. I'm not saying I'll be your friend. I'll probably be weirded out by you. If you say hi, hey, I'm a strange man from the internet. I want to be your friend. I'll probably pepper spray you if you do that. Don't say hi to me. Fucking meet somebody else. I don't give a fuck. Derek Pavelka's going to be there. He's a nice guy. Maybe he'll want to be your friend. I sure as shit won't. But who the fuck knows?
You don't listen to this because you like me. You listen to this because you need a dose of reality. Because when you go out and you listen to the motivational speakers online and they tell you, if you can believe, you can achieve. And then you come back to me and I'm the balancing, right? It's like smoke. It's like what were they called? The Four Locos, where they had a fuck ton of caffeine and a fuck ton of alcohol. They balanced each other out. You know, the motivational YouTubers and Instagrammers, they're the cocaine you snort before a business meeting. I'm the joint you smoke to mellow yourself out after it, right? That's what you need. We need balance, yin and yang. That's what I'm here to provide. That's what I'm here to provide. So go out, get your ass out there. You don't even have to, but you fucking get in at the door. We'll tell you the venue in the next show. March 14th, Pie Fest. Comedy fucking festival. Stacked ass lineup. Here's some of the names I have already. People that are way funnier than myself. Way funnier. Been doing it for way longer. Mark Sibbett, Bill Queen, Rome Daly, Jason Regan, Tony Geist, Derek Pavelka, Jordan James, Katie Puricello, Brooke Barcel. This guy named the Florida Man. Ben Putz, he'll be on it too. It's stacked. That we're not even done. We're not even done setting the lineups. We're not even done. So come out, Pie Fest, March 14th. It's a Saturday. You don't have an excuse. It's not like any of you, it's not like half of you work anyway. So get out there. You don't even need to take time off. It's a fucking Saturday. That's if you even work. And even if you do, your social life is more important at this point than your dead-end job. So come on down. Pie Fest, March 14th. Drunk and Disorderly Media will be a sponsor of it, for fuck's sake. The media channel that's nice enough or stupid enough, we'll find out, to sponsor me. Come on down. I'm their fucking prime time slot. That's got to stand for something. That's got to mean something. Come out and get lit. I don't drink during shows, but I'd like to watch you make a fool out of yourself. Come out and try to heckle some of the comics. I think that'd be funny as fuck. I'd like to see them bounce back at you guys. Let's do it. Maybe I'll bomb and you'll be able to make fun of me and you'll be able to comment, kill yourself, retard, every time I post a video on here. I don't know. Wouldn't that be fun if you got to harass me on the internet? I think it was pretty fucking funny. Anyway, March 14th, Saturday, Omaha, Nebraska, Pie Fest. Location to be determined. Price of entry to be determined. It'll probably be 21 and up. So bring your fake ID, as I always say. And the venue owners always tell me to stop saying. But until I stop selling out their venues, they're not going to actually give a fuck. So, and that's not me stroking my own cock. That's me saying critics lie, but these numbers don't. Because every time we put together a fucking show, it gets sold out. What can I say? Peace the fuck out, bitches. Get ready for the second part of the show. Say hello to Lex.
Hey, friends, this is Deepish Thoughts. It's your boy, Caleb Salvatore. This is our first guest that we've had on here. Y'all know I'm doing the bread and circuses thing. I wanted to branch off and do my own thing while still doing that. So, oh, wait, actually, hang on. What do you want me to call you?
If you could call me Lex, that would be great.
Lex? Okay.
Yeah, that's my
cool.
Snapchat premium name, so that would be awesome.
Yeah, so that's who we got on today.
Hey!
Yeah, no, I get it. There's lots of creeps in the world. You wanna keep that. What's that?
There's a shit ton of them. Have you ever heard of the app Reddit?
No, or Reddit? Yeah.
Yeah, Reddit. Is it Reddit or Reddit?
RED?
Yeah, Reddit.
Yeah.
All right, so I was on there. That's how I get a lot of traffic for my sites. And this guy was like, hey, you fucking work at McCormick's, don't you? You waited on me the other day.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, what? Here you are looking at my fucking nudes, bro. He literally comes into my job the next day. This guy has been in like for the past 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
Just trying to sit in my section. Crazy shit, bro. All from that app. I was like, holy shit, it's a small world.
There's a lot of shitbags out on the internet. This was just recently this happened?
Yeah, recently. This is like a week ago.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So do you like have your manager take him out or what?
You know, honestly, like I'm the type of person, he tips me great. Like if I gotta fucking put on a face and flirt with some 60-year-old man, I mean, I can do it, but it's getting to the point where it's like a little creepy, like
Yeah.
just a little, considering, you know, he actually knows who I am, my real name, where I live. Like, I just never expected any of that because obviously I use a stage name for my Snapchat, my mini vids and things like that. Because I mean, you're right, these people, they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They're
Well, I mean,
weird. They're
that's
weird, dude.
exactly. I mean, I go by my middle name when I do stand up in this show. Like, I don't use my last name at all because
No,
I mean,
absolutely. I mean, you have to protect yourself.
there's people out there like I've received legitimate death threats, like people trying to find where I live and stuff like that. So
Oh, I believe it. I get hate all the time. Like, go get a real job, da 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 da. Like, you little slut. Like, I'll have people try to get nudes and they'll like want them for free. And I'll be like, dude, like, I'm not sending you free shit. And they'll be like, you ugly bitch. Like, I like big titties anyway. And I'm just like, why are you looking at me then, bro? You know I got an A cup. The fuck you mean? Why are you trying to buy my nudes if you know I'm an A cup?
what? Yeah, that's the sense of entitlement has always been
Oh,
kind of
absolutely.
funny to me.
And I mean, I know I'm putting myself out there as a sex object, so I'm not looking for like fucking kudos, like mad respect. I get it.
Right.
It's not the most moral thing in the world, and like, you know, I wouldn't go fucking tell my parents, hey, I'm on premium. Like,
Yeah.
aren't you proud? I mean, it's not the best profession out there, but it's a solid side hustle, and it gets the fucking bills paid.
Right.
I'm a full-time student. I'm about to apply to grad school. Like,
Nice.
I got shit to pay. I got schoolwork to do. I also have a serving job, and if fucking talking to creeps, selling my underwear, posting nudes, whatever gets me money, like, let's go for it.
That's right. Go get your money. That's my thing. Is it's like I'm a professional clown, so I get it about the respectable hustle thing. Not an actual clown, but I get up on stage and make jokes, so I totally understand. I totally understand that. Do you plan on like doing it after you finish college or no?
Absolutely not. As soon as I get a fucking degree, dude, I plan on, you know, shutting it down. What I tell everybody is, you know, I'm 23. Like, I want kids one day. I want a family. I want to do all of these things. You know, one day I'm not going to have a fucking nice body. I'm not going to be able to fucking post nudes and get mad comments. I'm going to have fucking kids. Like, you know, eventually.
There is a market for that, though.
There is probably a market for that. Pregnant women. Hey, maybe I'll still get it done. But I mean, one day I want to kind of chill out a little bit. So until then, like, if I want to fucking post nudes, I'm going to post nudes.
Right. Yeah, you don't want it to get to the point where it's like affecting your kids and, you know, they're in school and they're,
not.
You know what I mean? That's kind of so what's like some of the craziest stories you've had, like from like stalkerish guys?
Oh my God, dude. So I get a lot of my clientele. Initially, I set up like a mini vids. I never even thought about doing a premium and did the mini vids thing, did the OnlyFans thing. And they were just like fucking raping me as far as taxes go. Like, I would go to get a paycheck and like I would be selling mad videos. And then I would get my paycheck and I was like, what the fuck? It's taxation, like fucking mad taxes.
It's like 40%, yeah.
Yeah, it was at least almost half. So I was like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah.
So I just kept posting and I would like privately message all of these guys and girls and be like, hey, like, I'm going to start privately selling videos, you know, like if you guys, I'm just not posting on here anymore, just follow me this way. And then one of them suggested I do a premium.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of went about that route. But now I'm hearing, like, this kid I go to school with, because I, like, fucking airdrop my shit to guys at school, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm shameless. I'm, like, ruthless. I'm like, buy my shit. But, I mean, this guy at school told me, I guess there's some kind of lawsuit out or something, or there was on girls that were doing premiums.
That's what got me my death threats, is you guys were, like, there were people, like, reporting you guys to the IRS. And at that time, I was working for a political foundation making YouTube videos, right?
Yeah.
Getting ripped off by that foundation, but that's another story. And so I made a video about that, about like, because, you know, I'm an anarchist. I don't believe in taxes or anything like that. So I made a video about that, and I had people like trying to dox me, find where I live, threatening my family and shit like that, all over a fucking
crazy shit.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
All because you were just saying taxation's theft, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
See, people are fucking insane, dude. And just because women do this, I feel like some of these men, like you said, crazy stories. Like I've had people, some guy just offered me like fucking a little over $1,000 for a meetup. Like these guys are just fucking, I'm like, dude, I'm not a call girl. I post nudes.
Yeah.
Like that's the biggest thing I think people run into is like everybody thinks I'm a call girl, like I'm a prostitute because here I am fucking trying to sell nudes. And I mean,
Right.
I kind of get it. Like, yes, I'm selling videos of me getting fucked and yes, all of this shit. But at the same time, like you can consistently see it's the same guy. And even if it wasn't, I'm not a fucking call girl.
Right.
I'm selling nudes. And just because I tell you like, no, I'm not going to meet up with you. Then I had a guy threaten to find me. He was like, bitch, I know you live, and he just named my city. He's like, I know you fucking live there. Like, you're on Tinder, you dumb bitch. Like, I know exactly where you live, and da-da-da-da-da. I mean, these people are nuts, all because I tell them, like, hey, no, I'm not going to meet up with you, or no, I'm not about to go down on you, or no, like, da-da-da-da-da. They're crazy.
That's ridiculous. At least they're not, like, posting your address. Have you ever heard of swatting?
No, what is that?
So that's like more like it used to be like you get threats from people online and it's like, none of these guys have the balls to show up,
No.
But swatting's like changed the game. So what they do is they find out where you live and they'll call at like 2:00 in the morning saying there's a hostage situation in your house and the SWAT team will kick the door in.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because that's my thing. And here's the thing, man. If someone kicks my door in at 2:00 in the morning, I'm going to come out strapped. So, like, I'm probably going to get killed,
God, bro.
There was, like, this autistic kid got killed because he pissed somebody off on Xbox. He got killed by a swatting at, like, 4:00 in the morning at his house.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's a real thing. I always when people put themselves out there, it's the first thing I tell them. And, like, there's a way, like, my name is on a list at my local police department here. Where they won't just kick my door in unless they can see, like, a hostage situation going on. Kind of thing, because I do piss a lot of people off, and there's people that have tried to find where I live, so it's like,
dude, I believe it. I mean, you post some fucking crazy shit on the internet. Like, I definitely, you don't give a fuck. Your opinions are out there, and I have mad respect for that. I'm pretty much the same way. I mean, I don't give a fuck. But I don't necessarily, I don't think I talk about as, controversy things as you do. You're definitely into politics and shit.
Yeah.
And, you're very boisterous about that. But I definitely put myself out there, and I know how people are, and I can't even believe that's a fucking thing. That's insane.
Oh yeah, it's just as it's too dangerous now. They've removed the personal attachment to it because, like, some fat incel shows up at my house, I'm gonna just put a bullet in his ass and be done with it. But it's not gonna work that way with the SWAT team.
No, absolutely not. Fuck no. And if they think there's a fucking hostage being held, like, they're guns out blazing, dude. They're ready to go.
Yeah, well, what was really fucked up was they posted this address in, like, central Iowa that's, like, 3 hours away from me. They're like, is this you? I'm like, no, that's not me. I don't know who that is. So I called, I had to be talking on the phone with the sheriff and whatever.
The address they fucking posted. You probably had to find the county, right?
Yeah, I had to call the sheriff in this small town in Iowa. I'm like, I don't know who lives here. I got somebody out here threatening to blow this house up.
No, what the?
Had, like, a bomb to it. And yeah, it's crazy. Those guys are nuts.
That's absolutely insane. No, I haven't had that happen yet. I mean, I'm hoping that none of these guys get that fucking salty over this. A majority of the people that I work with or that I call my clients that buy my videos, they're very respectable. They kind of follow. If I tell them I'm not comfortable with them doing that, they don't do it, and we have that kind of communication, that friendship, and they're regular clients. I respect them. They respect me. But then you have the fucking douchebags that, are steady hating or whatever in my DMs, like sending dick pics. Dude, that's the thing I hate the most is dick pics. Like, I post at least 5 times a day on my premium. If you send me a fucking dick pic, you will be blocked. You're not getting a refund. You can suck my dick, dude. I don't want to see your fucking cock. Like, don't send it to me.
Yeah.
That's like the one rule I have. You can screenshot. You can fucking screen record. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fucking send me dick pics. That's probably the biggest thing people get mad about is because when they buy my premium, I don't offer them free sexting sessions. But I mean, I can't envision them fucking calling a bomb threat or hostage my house because of that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is, like, with jobs and stuff like that. Like, I have a day job. This doesn't pay my bills. You know what I mean? So I have to have
absolutely.
You know,
And I mean, I think that's the craziest thing that's happened to me is that guy found me on Reddit and showed up at my job.
That's still crazy.
That's probably the craziest thing because he comes up to me and he's like, hey, are you Scandal Lex? And I was like, mind blown. Here's my manager and you're calling me by my fucking premium fucking
Does your manager know?
OnlyFans mini vids name. Like, what the fuck? Why?
Does your manager know?
My manager does not know. I wouldn't mind telling them.
Mm-hmm.
I told them that that guy was a friend of mine because he like requested me and they were like, who the fuck is this guy? It was like, oh, he's just an old friend. I mean, it already looks shady as fuck. He's like 70 and I work in fine dining, so we have sugar daddy days all the time anyways.
Yeah.
And my managers are always talking cash money shit about the old men. So like, I know for a fact if they found out, I don't think they would really care. They would just talk cash money shit about me.
Yeah, that's what I've always wondered what those kind of guys look like.
Oh, dude, just envision your perfect fucking keyboard killer, like 60 plus, overweight old men, and that's what you got.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it looks like.
So is that the kind of, so do you have like guys that are like in relationships paying for this too? Or?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's the biggest thing that pisses me off is I've had more women come at me than men.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have a boyfriend. Like, I wouldn't want some bitch sending my fucking dude titty pics. But at the same time, if he doesn't tell her he's in a relationship, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Yeah. You know, like, I'll send titty pics to somebody. Like, if it's your boyfriend, sorry, he didn't tell me. If I know somebody has a boyfriend, I'm not going to fucking send them mad vids of me doing whatever, you know? Like, if they buy my shit, that's one thing, but I'm not going to sit here fucking Snapchatting them. Like, I have more respect than that for women. Right.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is it's like, I think it's like they get more upset. Like, everyone knows their boyfriend watches porn, right? Like,
absolutely.
I think they're more upset when there's like the personal connection to it.
Yeah.
Like the interaction stage. Like, yeah, because my girl wouldn't be happy if she found out I was buying like somebody's
premium.
Yeah, exactly.
No, absolutely. And, you know, I wouldn't be happy with Jeremy doing it either. And it took a really long time and convincing for me to even allow him or for him to even allow me to do this, you know? Yeah. Because at first he wasn't very thrilled about it. Yeah. But at the same time, you know, he picks me up when I fall. His job wasn't getting it done and we had to get the bills paid. Right. That's what I got to do. So eventually he kind of opened it up to it. He was definitely cool with the mini vids OnlyFans as long as his face wasn't in it. But the premium kind of brought up a little tension. But now we're kind of working through it. And I've had it for like 5 or 6 months now. And we've pretty much gotten over all issues. I mean, he knows the fucking reality of these guys. Like, they're fucking, a majority of them are just losers. I mean, no offense, but they are. I mean, they're just fucking losers, dude. They want to talk shit and you don't send them free nudes and fucking jerk off to women thinking they want to get with them. I mean, that's all it is.
What's the psychology behind the random dick pic? When has it ever worked?
Dude, it never does. I don't understand.
I mean, not just with you, but on the history with anybody.
I mean, I will say it's worked one time on me back before I was in a relationship. I like black guys. I'm all about the BBC. This motherfucker sent me a picture. I said, God damn, that's a motherfucking schlong. But that's like the only time.
That's the outlier, though.
Yeah, that's like the one time I was on drugs. I mean, you know, it's a fucking shit show. So that's my excuse. But I mean, it's the one time. 99.99999% of the times, if you send your fucking dick to some bitch, she's not going to respond.
No, not, or they're gonna block you or
absolutely. Like nobody wants to see your fucking dick, bro. Like nobody. Yeah. Like vaginas aren't pretty. I mean, just nobody wants to see a picture of it.
No, that thought's never even crossed my mind.
No.
Like back when I was single and everything, it was never like, oh, you know what? I bet this girl would really like me if I sent her a picture of my dick.
Yeah, let's send her a picture of the dick. That'll really get her attention.
Never.
And half the time, the people that are sending pictures of their dicks don't even have big ones.
No, yeah.
People with big dicks don't send a picture. They don't have to flaunt a picture of it. Like, they know they got a big dick, bitch, and you about to find out.
Yeah, it's just like people with money.
They don't have to send a picture of that shit.
It's just like people with money don't gotta post pictures of their money all over Instagram, right?
Because
Like,
everybody knows they got money. Like, they don't gotta rep it like that.
right, exactly.
So fucking annoying. It is
No,
the most annoying thing.
what's that?
It's honestly the most annoying. It's probably the most annoying thing that I deal with is the dick pics.
Yeah, at least you haven't had anybody show up at your door, though. I think that's
So
right.
if that ever happens, I honestly think it'll be time to shut the premium down.
Yeah, that's shut the premium.
I mean, I like the nice little cash flow. It's a solid side hustle for when I tell girls about it all the time. I try to get girls to do it. I mean, I think it's fucking great. It's liberating. Like, if you look good and you know you look good, bitch, fucking take pictures, post that shit, flaunt it. Who fucking cares? It gets extra cash flow. I probably pull in $1,400 a week from it.
Seriously?
If I literally stay on, so on my days off, I work my premium, and the biggest thing that sucks is you have to weave through a lot of bullshit. So, like, you have to go through a lot of guys like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get that. And they never follow through, or they try to fucking hustle the price down. I mean, there's a bunch of bullshit you have to deal with. But once you just keep posting and you get those regular clientele, dude, you bring in solid cash.
Yeah.
Solid cash. It's crazy. I had somebody fucking spend $300 on a pair of my underwear and $80 the other night for one pair of fucking underwear.
Seriously?
It was like $5. Yeah. I never thought I would go as low as selling my underwear, but like if somebody messages you like, hey, I'm going to spend $300 for a pair of your fucking underwear, I mean, what do you do?
Oh, I would too. I don't even, no one messaging me. But like, but that's the fetish I've never understood is the underwear.
I don't understand it at all. And this is the nasty shit. One guy wanted me to send him a picture of my underwear before I went to work, wear them all day at work, come home, get off in them, send him a picture of that, and then send them in his mailbox. And I'm like, dude, you want me to wear underwear for a solid ass day and then send me? Like, that's fucking disgusting. Who wants that?
Yeah. No.
And he was like, and I need you to conceal the bag so I can really smell you. That's what he said. What the fuck, bro? Nasty.
That's disgusting. Yeah. No, he's acting like it's like this like high-end marijuana strain or something like that. Keep it vacuum sealed. like
Yo,
holy shit.
I'm so dying, but for real, like, I'm dead ass. I still have that message on my phone. Like, I have to send this shit out tomorrow.
Really? Hey, you know what? If there's a price, everyone has a price for that kind of stuff.
Right? I just don't understand it. I should have listened to Orange is the New Black. I mean, this fucking came out years ago. I could have been doing this for years.
Yeah. Do you think there's like a market for male feet pics so I can make some extra money?
Dude, I say go for it.
I mean, I don't have any tattoos on it or anything, so nobody knows me.
Oh my God.
Just feet, nothing else. But that's what I said. I had a friend of mine was telling me that someone offered her like money for her feet, and I was like, feet picture, like $50, and she declined.
Yeah.
Like, you declined $50 for your fucking feet?
Oh,
I do it for $5.
Now.
I can send you a picture of my feet for $5. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
That's my
so
feet.
powerful.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to expose myself. Now, picture my feet for $5. Like,
oh yeah, and there's crazy people out there that want that shit. And, like, I don't really understand it because I mean, I feel like if I was a guy and I wanted to watch some bitch, I'd go fucking watch porn stars. They're way hotter. It's
right. I think it's
out there for a reason.
I think it's like we said though, it's the personal
like
connection.
They want that. I feel like they get off on the personal connection and they're actually like, oh, like, I know this bitch. I know what she posts every day. Like, I know what she's doing. Da 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 da. So I mean, I'm guessing that's it.
And that's the thing.
I don't fully understand it, but
well, like my theory behind it is if you're in a position where you need to pay for porn, which let's be honest, there's a fuck ton of free porn out there. If you're paying for it, you're like peak loneliness at that point.
Absolutely, peak loneliness. And a lot of these guys want a conversation. Like, they want to continue talking.
Yeah.
And at first, it really annoyed me, but now I'm starting to realize, you know, most of them are just fucking, like, lonely.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They're just lonely, and that's what gets them off is, oh my God, there's a living, breathing woman that's talking to me.
That's talking to me, like, this bitch is hot or whatever.
Yeah, it's the next step beyond, you know, just normal porn. You know, it gets them closer to that real life experience of meeting a woman.
And I guess that's it. And like a majority of them are probably never going to, maybe.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
I don't fucking know. And I think the thing that pisses me off most is there's some guys and they'll be like, oh, you're fucking way hotter than my girlfriend. Like, I want to fuck you. Does that turn you on? Instantly blocked.
That's
Like,
weird. Yeah, that's
so
weird.
fucking weird. And I've never experienced that till I got on Reddit. Guys on there are fucking ruthless on the pages on there. Like, it's insane.
Oh yeah, well Reddit's anonymous. That's why. I mean, you can.
Fucking ruthless, dude. People are ruthless. They do not give a fuck.
Yeah, you can be a piece of shit on Reddit with no
Oh,
consequences.
absolutely. You can be a mad piece of shit on Reddit, and people are. But that's where I get some of my clientele. So I mean, I deal with it. I don't care.
Yeah. No, it's it's. I always love that you brought that up. A lot of them will never find a girlfriend. It's like there's always the cliche that there's someone for everyone. I'm like, that is not true.
No,
Like,
that's absolutely not true.
there are some people that are going to die alone, and it's directly because of decisions they've made.
Oh, definitely. Some people don't even deserve to have a significant other, in my opinion. I mean, the people that message me like, you're way hotter than my girlfriend, does that turn you on? Clearly, there's bitches that get turned on by that.
Right.
Well, to me, my self-esteem is not so low that I need some guy in a relationship telling me, hey, I'd rather fuck you than my girlfriend. That's pathetic in my opinion. Like, your
Right.
girlfriend needs to find somebody better, and you don't need a fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, like you've got a living, breathing person in front of you, and you
Absolutely.
like, throw that
clearly
away
cares
for the
about you
internet.
to put up with this bullshit, and here you are like, oh, does that turn you on? And like, none of this shit turns me on. None of these guys turn me on, and like, they'll want to do live cam shows and shit, thinking I'm actually getting off. Like, bitch, I am faking this shit. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, you think I'm literally gonna sit here and watch you jerk your fucking little dick for 5 minutes and get off to it? No.
Yeah, it's
Like, no, dude.
That's for sure. That's the thing is it's like it's almost all it's an art. It's theatrics. It's just like anything else.
Absolutely theatrics. It's all acting.
It's all fake. It's like when I get up on stage, like I'm a comedian. When I get up on stage, for the most part, most of the stories I tell come from a little bit of truth.
Yeah.
But obviously, I mean, I've got some ridiculous stories about like a 7-year-old eating like 300 milligrams of THC in my kitchen. Obviously, that didn't happen. I'd be in prison, right? Like, there's theatrics to it. It's
absolutely.
You know, everything that you see in the entertainment industry is mostly fake, you know?
Definitely. And these guys, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they should know that, but they don't act like they do. Like, I really think that they're so fucked up in the head and so lonely that they truly believe that I enjoy camming with them and doing these things with them. I really think they think that, when in reality, I'm just trying to fucking get someone over on you and make some cash, dude.
Right.
That's literally what this game is. A bitch trying to get one over on you and make some cash. Every bitch with a premium, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's again, everyone in the entertainment industry. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And so when I get the guys that are like, bitch, you're not going to get one over on me, that's like what really jabs at me. I'm like, damn, this guy knows what's up. Like, he's not an idiot.
He knows the game.
Yeah, he knows the game. Those are the ones that I'm just like, ooh, that one stung a little bit. But other than that, I don't really give a fuck.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is it's like, you know, everyone's trying to get over on you. We're all just trying to make money off of you. That's what it is.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know, I admit it. I say what it is. I am just trying to make cash. And I mean, a majority of these guys, if they don't know, they figure out, because the ones that want to talk and like not buy anything, blocked, gone, bye.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you. You're wasting my time. Like,
Yeah.
Get out of my inbox. You're crowding up what could be potential sales.
Go on Omegle with that shit, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
You remember those days, the Omegle days?
Oh, chat roulette. I definitely remember those days. Chat roulette, Omegle, those were the shit.
I had a friend who like carried out an online relationship with a girl he met on Omegle for like a month.
How, a month? That tells me how long, how that went. I was about to be, how the fuck did that go?
Yeah, no, it's as someone who was on Omegle, most of the people on there aren't exactly high quality.
No, definitely not high quality. Like, the sad thing is, I was getting on Omegle for fun when I was like fucking 14.
Same here, yeah. I mean, we were 14.
My friends just thought it was fucking hysterical.
Right, we weren't going on there hunting for titties. We wanted to fucking.
No, we were just trying to find somebody fucking from around the world to talk to, like just being idiots.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'd get.
So funny.
What's that?
That's so funny.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, so we've done about 30 minutes. Do you got anything you want to plug?
Honestly, no, man. I
No?
think the biggest thing is if you're listening to this and you want a premium, fucking go for it. And if you're listening to this and you judge people for having premiums, like, fuck you, dude.
That's
Find a solid side. I don't judge you for your side hustle.
right. I keep trying to tell my girl she needs to go get one for some extra
Dude,
money.
that's what's up. I'm glad you support it. Now that my boyfriend has seen, like, the potential it has, because, I mean, I'm not just sitting on mad cash. Like, we both profit off of it.
Right.
You know, like,
Yeah.
we're both benefiting from it.
Right.
And he's finally cool with it. So I say that's what's up. Tell your girlfriend to go get one.
That's what I said. I'm like, as long as you're not going on there like fucking other guys or something like that, I don't care.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Like, go
what if-
fucking get one, dude. It really is liberating. It's fun.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're making money off these thirsty ass motherfuckers, and that's
That's the best part. That's
the
what I
big-
get off on.
the biggest concern I think is the creeps, but I'm like, we own guns for that, so
Yeah, you guys have guns for that. You have block buttons for that. And I think a majority of them would never even fucking do anything.
no, not at all. But there is the swatting element.
Yeah, there is the spotting. Oh my God.
That's what creeps me out. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, definitely. You too.
All
See you
right,
later.
bye.
Peace out. Thanks for listening, guys. If you liked what you listened to, go check it out. Deepish Thoughts with Caleb Salvatore. I will be at Big Canvas Theater off 36th and Farnham in Dundee, January 18th, 11 p.m. I will be hosting Comedy and Chaos January 31st, Wired Pub and Grill. I have my other podcast, Bread and Circuses, with Nick Kohler, another comic. If you like more interviews like this on this one with just me, let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to keep going with the me yelling and screaming at the mic thing. Go like us on Facebook, Bread and Circuses by Big Bill Media. Hopefully we'll have a page for this one pretty soon. But all right. Peace out, motherfuckers.